Hey, what's going on, guys? Schwarzenegger Magic here with the tutorial and explanation to my last card trick called Pick 4. Now, this trick got a lot of commotion. You guys really like the trick. I think it probably has the most thumbs up on any one of my videos. So, of course, I'll give you the tutorial. And, well, if you haven't seen the trick, the link will be on the screen and in the description. And, of course, as I always say, it will help you out because you'll understand what I'm showing you. Now, let's get started. What I'm going to be doing is showing you, of course, the way I performed it, which is with the ending of the 4 10s, but I'm also going to be showing you an ending with a perfect royal flush, which I think is a really, really great idea. So I'm going to be showing you that, and of course the way I did it. Now, let's also talk about what decks you use. Now, you can of course use any deck you want, a normal deck, or what makes this trick easier is called a stripper deck. And what that means is part of the edges, or the deck, is one side is thinner than the other. On this deck, this side is thinner than the other. Now what does this do? Well, it means if I were to turn or rotate one card and place it in the center, because of the thickness and everything, I can go like this and pull it right out. Sorry about that. Go like this, and I pull it right out, just because of the way the deck works. Now, if you want more information on that, I'll leave a link in the description to where you can buy it, and also more information about the deck. I think it's a fabulous buy. They are just a little bit pricey, probably around $7, but I think it's worth it. But let's get started. Enough talk. Let's get into your setup for the trick, because of course this trick does require a setup. Now, of course, this is with your normal deck. You're going to take out your 4 10s, and now you're going to count off 2 piles of 9 cards each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then another pile, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so that's 2 piles of 9 cards, and then you're just going to take the remaining part of the deck, and place it to the side. Okay, now for the placements of the 10s. You're going to place 1 10, put it on the bottom of the 9 cards. Okay, another 10, put it on the bottom of the pile with 9 cards. So now both piles of 9 cards each have 10 cards technically now, and a 10 is on the bottom of each. Now with the rest of the deck, you're going to take both your cards, your last 2 10s, one on top and one on the bottom. And from here, you're going to stack them up just like you put them down. So this pile, this pile, this pile. And you're just going to place them right on top. And you're ready to go, guys. So now it's pretty easy. What you're going to do, of course, if you have a stripper deck like I did in the performance, what you're going to do is turn it, which this will be very clear to anybody that has one. You're going to rotate the 10th card in the 10th position and the 20th position. That way you can catch 10 cards every single time by just running up the deck and catching 10 cards. Hopefully you understand that. But if you do have stripper deck, you can ask me questions in the comments. Basically, now with your deck, you're all set up. You're going to count off. You're going to be showing the deck, just casually showing the deck. In your mind, though, you're counting 10 cards out. So you're going, there's 3 cards, 6 cards, 9 cards. That is 10 cards. Now once you get to 10, you can keep showing. Just remember that spot where it's 10. And then when you square it up, you're going to catch a break right at that spot. So that way you can cut off a packet. And when they count it, it should be 10 cards. So you've done that. You've just gotten your first 10. Now the spectator is going to deal the cards down. Okay, this is where the spectator comes in. They're going to deal the cards down, see how many you have. While they are dealing the cards down, you're going to count off 3, 6, 9, 10 cards, okay? Now that is when they're counting the cards, so they're not looking at you. So you just count off another 10 cards, catch your break. So they would be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And while they're doing this, you're catching your next break under the 10th card. So, and then they go all the way through. It puts the 10 of spades in position. Okay, put that to the side, and of course you should already have your break. Okay, under that 10, you're going to catch it. You're going to say, watch, I'll do it again, and they'll count them, and you don't need to do anything here. You can even count them yourself. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 cards. And you look like a magic man. Now, they're gonna cut off one packet, okay? Put it over there. That already should have a 10 on it because of our setup. Now, this is optional. Okay, you can take your second packet, put it back on top. Okay, this just makes it so it seems like they have done more or the majority of the work because you did 2 packets. So by placing one back, they think they're cutting to almost all the 10s. So then they cut again, which the 10 should be already on the top because that was your second pile. They're going to cut. And with the last pile, you're going to have to get this 10 to the top. Okay, now this can be done in various ways. What I do is I just shuffle the cards like this until I come to the very, very last card, which of course is a 10, and I just place it on top. And now they cut off one more time, which makes, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. Now, Miss Mag or Jay gave me a great idea. You know, you have this other packet, you have one more packet left. Now, what would be a great idea is if you did a royal flush, that way you even use this last packet. And I thought this was a great idea, so I'm going to show you how to do that. And it's pretty much the same thing, okay, just with a little bit different setup and a couple little things different. So, of course, you start off the trick, you get your 10, Jack, Queen, King, and Ace. You're going to count off 2 piles of 9 cards and then leave the rest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then leave the rest of the deck. Now from here, you're going to set up your deck accordingly. You're going to take the 10 of spades, put it on the bottom of your first pile with 9 cards. Your queen of spades. It's very important. Your queen of spades is second. You're going to place that on the bottom of the second pile. Your jack of spades goes on top of the ginormo pile, okay, what I call it, followed by the king of spades on the bottom, and then the ace of spades on the bottom, okay? Now, once you have that, you just pile them all up, and you're ready to go. Now, let's say you do have a stripper deck and you want to use it. You would take your first 10, you would rotate it, okay? Your second 10, you would rotate it. That just allows you to cut right to the 10s like that. Now, from here, once again, you're going to show the cards, and you're acting like you're showing the deck, but really what you're doing is counting off 10 cards. So you're going 3, that's 6, that's 9, that's 10 cards, and you're going to catch your break right above that 10, and you're going to place them down. Now, once again, they're going to count down the cards, and while they're counting down these cards, you would be, of course, catching your next break. Now, I can't do that, of course, at the same time, so I dealt the spectator's dealing the cards down. You're counting that's 3, that's 6, that's 9, that's 10 cards, and, oh, I'm sorry, that's 3, 6, 9, there's the 10th card, queen of spades, perfect. They put that card, that pile down, they're going to reverse count it, like it, and then I say, your turn, blah, 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 they cut. You then take this packet, put it back on top. They cut again, just like that. Now here comes a little bit of a tricky part. Okay, this is pretty much, I would say, the hardest part of the trick. What you're going to do is you have to get the king of spades to the top. Now here's what I do. You're going to pull the top and the bottom card off. Okay, so I'm going like this. I'm taking my thumb and my middle finger. I'm just sliding the top and the bottom card off. And then I'm going to deal down the rest of the cards until that king right here is on top, okay? And that also leaves the ace on the bottom. Now they cut again, right there. Now with the rest of the cards, you have to bring that ace to the top. Now you could do a fancy cut, but then they think something weird happened. So what I do is you just reverse count these cards until that ace is on top, and that puts in position your ace. From here, guys, it's just a matter of showing the cards, and I think this was a great idea. Look, you have 10, you have the jack, you have the queen, the king, and, of course, the ace. So that is the trick, guys. I think it's pretty simple. You just use a little misdirection in the beginning so that you can count your 10 cards or not. And I think this is a fabulous trick. I hope you guys liked it. As always, I'll be back.